Yo guys, what's going on? This is Jack2505 and today we're going to be talking about the new absolute difficulty in Space Marine 2. I hope everyone is enjoying the new update. I'm enjoying most aspects of the new update. I'm going to be doing more videos on the updates. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. So let's get into the video. I've completed all operations on Absolute, the new difficulty that was released on Thursday, just a couple of days ago. So I did it last night. I've uploaded all my runs on my YouTube channel. So if you are following, hopefully that's appeared in your feed. And if you're not following, please follow the channel and have a look at all the runs that I've done. All 8 operations have been completed on Absolute. So I just wanted to do a video just to have a bit of a discussion about the new difficulty. I'm going to express how I feel about it, and I really want to know what you guys feel about it. So let's get started. So what do you get for completing the operation on Absolute? Well, if you complete it once, and I do apologize, I think when you complete it once, you get the bloody knife, which is, in the hands of the Vanguard and the Sniper. So you get that for completing it once. If I'm wrong, please correct me. For the Battle Worn Pauldron, it's around 6 or 7 times that you have to complete it. And you don't necessarily have to go on an operations tool. You can, of course, just complete the same operation over and over again, which I think is a little bit of a letdown, but I'll talk about that a little bit later on into the video. So for completing it, overall, you get the bloody knife and the battle worn pauldron on the right shoulder for you to show off in the battle barge and in the battlefield that you've completed basically absolute at least 6 or 7 times. So what are the main differences? What makes this difficulty harder than lethal? For one, there's extra spores. They are absolutely everywhere at times. It's like Tyrannid New Year's Eve. It's absolute chaos. Extra spawns, and they come from the front, back, left, right. You're completely surrounded. So just because you see spawns flying in the air and there's lots of them, be careful because they could be spawning behind you as well. So you got to look all around you. Also, the big one with 3 extremists at a time, so this can be an absolute pain. So you can have 2 grounded extremists and then the thought thing in the air, and you just got to be sharp at those points, and it can be tough. Or with the chaos guys, you can have a sorcerer and 2 terminators just spamming all over the place and can easily cause wipes. And also a higher number of Majoris enemies. At times there are absolutely loads of them, outnumbering even the Minoris enemies. So you got to watch out for the high numbers, and of course they are extremely aggressive. In regards to gear lying around, so the stims, ammo, the relic and gene seed locations, they seem to basically be around about the same. There's not as many medical stims around the ammo crates, but they're mostly in areas where you can easily find them, so I don't really see much difference there. Do I think this is harder than lethal? Yes, but I would say slightly harder than lethal. If for the last couple of months since December, you've been basically no life in lethal like I've been doing, you're mostly going to find absolute no problem. If you've been playing in the lower difficulties, perhaps like the substantials and the averages, and you've perhaps shied away from lethal, then you'll probably find this quite difficult. However, I would say that some of the new perks for, let's say for example, that the sniper and the vanguard are a great help. I know the sniper now can basically turn in viz, and he gets a lot of his contested health back, and the vanguard can actually grapple the neuroform and the zone throws, which is a great help. But you gotta be careful at times where not to do it when it's doing the beam, and I've been a victim of that and died. But it's great that the vanguard can do that, and the bolt carbines are great against those guys as well. I wish that the game would encourage players to complete all operations rather than the standard, hey, just complete 6 and it could be any 6 on absolute. And in regard to the rewards, I mean, let's have a look at this battle worn pauldron here. I mean, I'm not a Warhammer war guy, but you know, what is it? Like, what is that? Like, I would have rather had. Why can't I have like a Neurothrope's head on my shoulder or on my chest or something like that, or can't affect, you know, foot on your back? Just something menacing and obvious and way more, I don't know, awesome than what we got. It's still nice, but I think it could have been better. Easily could have been better. And why not a, you know, like a full absolute set? So you got the lethal. Remember, we got the lethal helmet with the scars and scratches on it. Why can't we have a full set? So you have to do all operations at a certain number. I don't know, like complete 50 operations on absolute to get the absolute set. So that's the pauldrons, the chest, the helmet, the greaves, the full thing, weapon skins, the full set. Like, encourage players to do that. But hopefully this could be a taste of things to come where we get more and more and more rewards so we can be decked out in new gear for the people who are attempting these absolute difficulties. The other question is it worth playing it on absolute? If you've been playing it a lot on lethal and you want that extra little bit of a challenge, then I'll say yes. Why not? If you want to get the pauldron and the bloody knife, then I'll say why not. If you just enjoy playing the game casually and you might find lethal downwards, was it ruthless, isn't it? Ruthless below quite difficult, then you may, I can imagine some of those players might shy away from it. Is is it hard? I would say it is. I would say that when I was playing it on absolute, I was playing with a lot of random teams. I felt that I had to, my concentration had to basically be at maximum. But at times, when you keep playing the game, and a lot of the guys who will probably listen to this video, who played a lot of lethal, a lot of absolute, at times you can take your knowledge, your gameplay, you can take it for granted sometimes, where someone who perhaps might not be as dedicated as you will struggle with this. I think the difficulty is good enough. I think maybe the reintroduction of tight formation, I don't know how that will go down, but I have a feeling that will come back in some way. But overall, I have enjoyed the difficulty on absolute. I think it is harder, but only slightly harder. I was expecting it to be tougher than this, but then again, what do you guys think? Do you think absolute is way harder, slightly, or in all honesty, do you really not feel the difference at all? How's your experience been with the difficulty and the new update? Let me know in the comment section below. Now, thank you very much for making it to the end of the video. My name is Jack2505, and I'll see you in the next video.